So let's talk about Kehlani because she just dropped a single after hours.
Yes, out of nowhere, which I love.
Came out today. You listen?
On Thursday. It's Thursday, right?
Yep, it's Thursday. Tomorrow is Friday. Woo woo.
For you? Yes. I listened to Kalani. I like that she dropped the single on Thursday and just was like, F it. I'm dropping.
Mhm.
Oh well.
Agreed.
Consume it.
Right. What y'all gonna do? Be mad because I gave you new music on a Thursday?
Right. I like it. So yeah, man. I listened to it. Familiar beat. Always according to the industry, always a good way to start.
Mm-hmm.
There is
You can certainly move your hips.
well also, when you hear there's a methodology behind, releasing things that with a familiar sound. People are more likely to like something that feels familiar.
Mm-hmm.
And so I immediately was like, oh, I know this. I know this beat. And so I was curious where she was going to take it. And
Yeah.
she took it right to Party Town.
It definitely is a fun record.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I said, all right.
Good
You
times.
know,
Let the good times roll.
okay. Yep.
No?
Yep.
No?
Yeah. Yeah.
All
Yep.
right.
You said it.
Keep going. What did you think of it? What is your opinion of it? Because I feel like you've got things to say.
I
And
was
I'm not
just,
being facetious. We have no idea what the other person thought because
no, we listened and then hit record. We
exactly
listened separately and then hit record.
right.
I mean, I like it. It's cool. It's not what I was expecting from Kalani, and
Hmm.
so this was a good surprise. I'm excited anytime Kalani puts out new music. It's been a little while, so as a
Hmm.
Kalani fan,
Hmm.
I'm excited, and I'm curious what's coming next. When's the album coming? Um, there's not too much to say. There's not too much to critique. This is just a fun song. Um, it's an interesting way to say, "Come hang out." You know, why don't you stay after hours? It was light. It was fun. I don't have too much to break down. It was short and sweet. Um, she just made a fun record, and I enjoy it. I don't have to deep dive because it's not like she did something, super different. Kalani makes bops. Uh, so one thing I appreciate about Kalani is she has range. She can
Hmm.
make a lot of different type of sounding music. She has a wide range sonically, as they say.
Hmm.
Um, so to me, this was not strange and so different that I was appalled. It was cool. It sounds fun. It sounds light. Um, yeah, and using the familiar beat is cool. It just made me curious what else is coming, and made me want to go listen to some of her other lighter, fun records that she has.
It was definitely light and fun. I agree with you. Um, I didn't care for the beat.
Okay, you didn't
I
like the
I forget which rhythm that is, but and I didn't care for the beat. Um, it's I'll say this. Once she started and we got into the song, I was moving, I was dancing. Like you said, it's a fun record. Um it's fun. It definitely gives party vibes. Definitely gives we outside. Summer's coming. Um
yep.
but yeah, I didn't really care for the beat. Other than that, I don't really have a whole lot to say. I mean, I know the beat. It's not that I don't like the beat as a beat. It's not that. It's just I didn't really I don't really care for it. It's like, oh, we've done this. Okay. I mean, she hasn't, but I feel like, oh, okay. I don't. Honestly, I don't feel like the beat like made the song better. If that makes sense.
Okay.
I don't. Yeah, I don't. But it's a good beat. Like in general, I just
All right.
didn't care for it on the song. I didn't care to hear that beat again, and not
I can
necessarily,
understand that.
So um, but yeah, that's what I mean. So no, it's a cool record. It's fun. It sounds like something that you probably hear people playing. Once it gets warmer outside. Feels like that type of record. So yeah, there's a fly.
You saw that, right?
Yeah. Oh, I saw it before too.
Trying to land on my forehead just
But
now.
you kind of swatted away before. You like went to touch your face and it flew away. But yeah, it's been like hovering around you.
Ridiculous. It's because of my ring light, probably.
Probably. Yeah.
It's probably like, oh, what's going on over there? It says, Kalani here? Are we
Guest
partying?
guest co-host.
You know what I'm saying? Can I be part of the pod?
Yeah, right. Right. Right.
Mother sucker.
Well,
Um, yeah, I understand what you're saying. I didn't expect to hear this beat 20 years later. Uh, it's been about 20 years since that was a hit record. I didn't expect to hear that when
you
I
know
pressed
that
play.
because you're old.
Yeah, same age as you.
No, I'm not saying that I'm not old. I'm just saying
Oh, okay.
that's why you know it. That's why you can so easily say, "Oh, it's 20 years old."
Well, yeah, and that's where I was kind of heading, right? So I think
Mhm.
that where we might feel like, oh, okay, the hit record from 20 years ago, some of Kalani's fans are younger and they may not really know that sample or that beat because it's not really a sample. It's kind of the same beat. But and here some super fan will probably tell us how they've slightly altered the beat, but anyway,
The interpolation.
right. This
The,
interpolation was actually in a
yo,
C minor.
when I tell you the kids on the internet and these interpolations, I did not know the word interpolation until
Oh, it's a
until the
yeah, I
internet.
know it.
Well, I
Yeah, I
know
know.
you know it because you're like a music person, but
Yeah,
they be telling you how a song was made, and I'm like, oh, okay.
yeah,
Where you learn that from?
right, right.
They love to talk
Yeah,
about
so
Beyonce's
taking
interpolation. Anyway,
oh yeah, they've been talking about how Jay-Z did the claps on Jolene.
all right, let's move on. I'm not doing that.
That's what they've been talking about. I was like, all right, we gotta relax. Like
I just okay.
people are like people are like those were the best claps ever. I'm like, all right.
All right.
Yeah, I'm a Jay-Z fan and y'all sound ridiculous. Like
Like
anyway,
he really moisturized his hands that day.
you know what I'm saying? He's like, pour a little water right there before I clap.
Like, what are we
You got
doing?
it?
What are we, guys? Reality. Let's come back down to it.
Anyway,
Yeah.
yeah. So I understand what you're saying about the beat.
Mhm.
But I would say maybe some Kalani fans feel differently because they are younger and less familiar with this beat that we heard way too much at
And
that time.
still here, didn't Lumi D perform somewhere recently?
This is not Lumi D. This is what are the
Oh,
twin sisters?
oh, 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 oh,
Nina
oh.
Sky.
But
Nina
didn't
Sky.
Nina Sky? But didn't they all use the same beat?
No, you're thinking about which is a higher tempo.
You're right. It's a different one. Okay, I stand corrected. I mean, because when you listen to reggae, they take the rhythm and and there's a bunch of songs with that same rhythm. So there's more songs with that beat, is what I'm saying. Plenty more. Like they used to sell whole CDs on the street for $5. You could get all the songs that use that same beat. Nina Scott. No, you're right. You're absolutely right. I got them mixed up.
But
I
you are
also,
also, but you are also right.
oh, am I?
We definitely came from an era where you would get a whole CD for $5 with mad people doing versions of that song on
Yeah,
on a disc. Yeah,
that's how that's like a thing in reggae music where I'm sure they
yes,
still do it now, but probably not distributed in the same way.
right. Probably on YouTube or something.
Yeah, probably on YouTube or maybe they even stream it. I don't know. I'm sure you could get on Spotify and find something like that.
Hmm.
But yeah, so well, more power to her. Like um you looking for the fly.
Nah, it was
I should not be laughing at you because I would be in hysteria right now.
listen. As long as they don't keep landing on my head, it's all good.